struggle, but he did keep us in the ball game. It allowed us a chance to win.
Martinez had pitched 5 2/3 innings, and after allowing 3 hits in 6 innings, Glavine also left the game. The Indians scratched out another run in the 7th to close the gap to 4-3. However, Cleveland's comeback hopes were dealt a severe blow in the 8th, when with 1 out, the second hit of the game by Manny Ramirez put him on first, but not for long.
You see Lopez indicate with his index finger. That means he wants it away from Tony. If he puts down 1 with his little finger, he wants it inside. Let's see what he does here. Fastball inside. A throw in to first base, and they got it. Ramirez, with the mistake of a youngster in a World Series game, straying off first. That was a planned pickoff play, though. You saw the sign by Javier Lopez inside, and then he gave the fist, like you're really pumping in there.
That moment, I gave me this sign, and he was ready to cover the first base. You know, I called that fastball in because I thought with 2 strikes, he's probably going to swing that pitch inside. And my thought was strike him out and throw him out in first base. But now that he took that pitch, at least he gave me a chance to throw him out in first base.
And that's exactly what he did, snuffing out the Cleveland rally before it got started. Come the 9th inning, Atlanta called on #1 reliever Mark Wohlers, who got 2 quick outs and looked to make shortstop Omar Vizquel his final victim.
Vizquel is hitless. And that's through for a hit. As the Warriors try to bend him. Go right here now. One more. That's all we need. One more.
Broadcasting live from Houston, Texas, where the retractable roof of Minute Maid Park is closed. Tonight, the start of a 3-game interleague series between the Cincinnati Reds and the Houston Astros. It's going to be a premier pitching matchup. 2 of the league's hardest throwers go head-to-head next. Justin Verlander, a Virginia-born right-hander, gets the ball to start this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Boy, this guy was unbelievably good in this last one. Struck out a ton of guys in an amazing performance, and all of his pitches were working. Let's hope he brings that A game back with him in this one.
Now at the plate, Nick Senzel. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
The center fielder, number 15.
First pitch on its way from Verlander. Underway here in the Monday opener as the game's first pitch misses for ball 1.
First pitch, 7-11.
1-1 to the Reds leadoff man.
That's why this guy is great. Never misses over the heart of the plate. He's got electric stuff, but pinpoint control to all 4 quadrants.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Hit out towards second. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Hey, I know everybody was on their toes right there from the pitcher to the defensive side. Leadoff hitters are known for this. Find ways to beat the ball into the ground and beat it out and get on base. Now they have to keep him in check. Let's see if they hold the runner close.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2. Verlander is a guy who throws a lot of strikes, rarely walks people, but what does bite him occasionally is the home run ball.
Matt, this is a guy that's not a power type of pitcher, so he needs to rely on being down in the strike zone. One of the keys, he tends to lose being aggressive when he falls behind, and he kind of nibbles around the strike zone. And what happens with that, Matty V, he becomes very predictable, and when you don't have overpowering stuff, you tend to be able to get hit hard.
Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away. And a moment now to glance at the Reds lineup card in this one. Danny, who stands out to you?
You always have to look out for a guy like Joey Votto. He had over 90 RBIs last year. What a great season, but I think he could do even better. His goal this year, I think it's got to be 100 runs batted in. He's that kind of a hitter.
Now at the plate, Joey Votto. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. From the stretch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one.
A veteran hitter certainly knows when he's got wheels on first base, he's probably getting a fastball and he's probably getting it middle away. Might be a great time to get super aggressive.
Senzel, a runner at first with one gone in the inning. Runner goes for second. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Heading out towards shallow right. Chasing after it is Tucker. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Batting fourth, the third baseman, number 7, Eugenio Suarez.
So a runner at first with 2 away. And into the batter's box next, a guy who's developed into one of the big-time power hitters in the league, Eugenio Suarez. Here comes the first pitch. In the dirt. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. Ready with the 1-1. Ah, and he took something off of it there. It's 1-2.
Pretty lucky to get away with that one. There's not a situation ever where you want to throw a high changeup, so I think he'll try to make an adjustment with the next one he throws.
2 out here and a runner at second. And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around and the inning is over. So they get a man to second here in the top half, but he's stranded there. And now the Astros will go to work for the first time. No score. Luis Castillo, the right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy has really good stuff, and he's commanding his off-speed pitches like he was in his last one. He threw the ball really well, picking up the win and allowing only 2 runs. If he brings that stuff back in this one, it could be back-to-back powerhouse performances.
Digging in, George Springer. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch coming. Here it is. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. His career numbers in this matchup, batting .500, 5 for 10. He's taken him deep once. Behind 0-2 now. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
Taken in by Votto. And the off-balance throw will be too late, so a good effort that time, but it's an infield single.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Row, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel grounded weakly down the line toward third. This gets foul. It's 0-1. A runner at first with no outs here. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. And that misses 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
Defense has got to be on their toes right here. 3-2 count. Runner on first has got some serious wheels. You know he's probably being put in motion.
And this is on the ground to short. Could be two. There's one. On to first, and they get the double play. But boy, was he ever upended at second base. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Matty, they have to be very happy with Alex Bregman right now. He had over 90 RBIs last year. What a great season, but I think he could do even better. His goal this year, I think it's got to be 100 runs batted in. He's that kind of a hitter.
So bases are empty here with two gone, and striding in the speedy second baseman Jose Altuve. First delivery to him on the way. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. 2 out, nobody on. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1.
Well, I think that's a great spot for that pitch. In on the hands. It wasn't a strike, but if he can command the movement in there, he's going to be very effective in this one.
To 1-2 now. Here it comes. Down he extends nicely, and this ball driven to right field and deep. Castellanos has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. Nothing doing there for Houston. We are still scoreless. Nick Castellanos now. His line against Justin Verlander. He's 0 for 5.
The right fielder, number 6. Nick.
First offering on its way. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Time for a look at the Houston Astros on D. And let's take a look at Carlos Correa. I had an old friend say to me one time, this is what they look like. And this is exactly what it looks like. The ability to play gold glove defense and hit in the middle of the order. I smell a potential Hall of Fame career.
So one away here with the bases empty. And up next, the former World Series hero, Mike Moustakas. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. Loud contact there, but it's well foul. There aren't many vets in the league that can still generate the kind of velocity we've been seeing from him. How uncommon is it to see a guy of his vintage still lighting up the radar gun?
I know everyone loves the long ball, Matty, but this is why I pay the price of a ticket right here. Two of the game's best, two of the hardest throwers competing at the top of their game. Dan, you have to love this stuff.
You know, D-Roy, we thought coming into this one it was going to be a low-scoring affair. Both of these pitchers look like they're locked in early, and runs are going to be really difficult to come by. They both look like they're on point so far.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And it looked like the fastball got away from him there. Two balls and no strikes to the Reds DH. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Second home run early in the year. As the Reds strike first, it's 1-0.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
Now a swing and a little tapper to the left of the mound. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. But the Reds hit the scoreboard first on this solo homer. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 1-0 Red.
Was brought in for defensive.
Leading off the inning, Tony Mason, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Tony Mason.
Now here it comes. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Hit high and deep out to left field. Winker's on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1.
Time for a look at the Cincinnati Reds on D. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5 fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning. Keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
Digging in now, Alex Bregman, and he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. Swing and a miss got him reaching. And he makes the throw to first. Bregman is retired, 2 down now. At the plate, Carlos Correa. For his career in this matchup, he's just 1 for 6. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Great job by the pitcher right there to pull the string. He knew he had an aggressive hitter at the plate, somebody who was sitting on fastball and ready to do damage, and he was able to slow him down right there and get him off balance.
A ball and 2 strikes to count now with the bases empty and 2 away. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. In now for the Reds, Tucker Barnhart, and he'll start out their half of the 3rd, top of the order to follow. Back to work now is Verlander as the first pitch of the inning is swung on and missed for strike 1.
Don't expect this pitcher to overthink this right here. You get an ugly swing like that, rinse and repeat.
Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Springer coming on. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting.
Digging in, Nick Senzel. First pitch coming. Here it is. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Springer has a read on it. 2 gone.
Now batting. The left fielder.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and next to bat will be Jesse Winker. First pitch on its way. A ball and no strikes. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. Winker tends to have more success against right-handed pitching like this than he does against southpaws. Could be a comfort thing. Maybe he just picks up the ball a little better, but that's the book on him at this point. Right side. Gurriel scoops it up. The flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. Reds are down in order. They lead it 1-0. Leading off the inning, Michael Brantley, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Now here's the pitch. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Ripped down the first base line, but a foul ball, 1-1.
I always say hitting is a process of elimination at the plate. I think he could go ahead and eliminate changeup. 2 in a row back to back. I don't think there'll be a third.
2 balls and a strike to count. Three balls and a strike to Houston's left fielder.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
The 3-1 is swung on and missed. A full count now.
He's probably frustrated with himself now after swinging at what should have been ball 4. Time for a deep breath.
Line drive to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out. And with that, we give you a look here at what's happening in the race in the National League Central.
Alvarez.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Jordan Alvarez, and it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Good off-speed pitch had him out in front for strike 1. Line drive, base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those 2 at bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Coming to the plate now, Kyle Tucker, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Here comes the 0-1. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with. Ready now, George Springer.
Well, this lineup obviously doesn't get to see this guy very often because he's over in the other league, and it's really showing. He's pitching really well right now, and I'm sure these hitters are plenty happy they don't have to face him multiple times this year.
Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. A ball and a strike to Houston's leadoff batter. Alvarez is off at first with 2 away. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. The 2-2 swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Barnhart finds it, but no chance to recover. Springer is on at first after the strikeout. And not what he wanted to do there, is now they'll need 4 outs to get out of this inning. So stepping in, Yuli Gurriel, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First delivery to him on the way. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. 2 men are on with 2 men out. A ball and a strike to count to the Astros first baseman. The set and the 1-1. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it.
Really deceptive changeup there. Very well executed. It looks like it just sort of dies when it gets close to the plate.
Started to go around, but it's a called 3rd strike anyway, and that will retire. Now batting, Joey Votto. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a fastball right down Broadway, taken for a strike.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
Is put in play to the right side of the infield. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. So with one away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters here in the 4th inning. And boy, you can see it there. A couple of power arms out there as both of these guys are working in the high 90s. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Well, should be 2-0, but he goes way out of the zone to go after that one, and it's even 1-1.
I know we want to focus on the offense and how bad they've been so far, but can we give some love to the pitcher? He has had these guys in the rocking chair all day.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Drives it to deep right field. Tucker ranging back. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Reds, but they're on top 1-0. Into the box now, Jose Altuve. He took home the Silver Slugger Award in the American League a year ago. Here's the first pitch to him. Ball 1 as that one didn't really threaten the inside corner. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. Two balls and a strike to Jose Altuve. And here's a ball hit in the air, and no one will track it down. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Who pulled the string and had him way out in front, a ball and a strike.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the LSU product, Alex Bregman. Try to check it, and it's 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Boy, he looks strong out there on the mound this inning. He's got a chance to punch out the side in order, and against the middle of the order, too.
And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Good pitch right there with the bases empty. Why not take a shot? Throw that breaking ball in the dirt.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Astros. They still trail 1-0. Striding in, Mike Moustakas. He'll be the one to greet Justin Verlander to start the inning.
Mike Moustakas.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Lined into right, a base hit.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
Behind 0-2 now. So earlier in the broadcast, we mentioned that we might be seeing a pitcher's duel today, and these two guys have certainly delivered on that promise.
Yeah, Matty, executing the game plan to a T. Both guys with big power arms, establishing the fastball, and then using their off speed to get these guys and keep them honest.
You know what, Dero, in the day and age where we're seeing a lot of high-scoring games, it's kind of refreshing to see 2 pitchers on point like they are in this one. Runs going to be at a premium. Both these guys look super locked in.
Tried to get the arms extended, but he couldn't. 1-1. Sent out to straightaway center field. On the move is Springer. He gets there, and that's the second out. So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And next to bat will be Tucker Barnhart. Breaking ball called just a bit low. Moustakas leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Fouled off. Barnhart playing here in his age 29 season. He was taken in the 10th round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Reds lead it 1-0. And we're back in Houston. Welcome back to Minute Maid Park as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Astros manager A.J. Hinch between innings specifically about his club's offense to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. No, they have not scored yet, but they have been successful in running up the pitch count. something they feel will eventually pay dividends on the scoreboard as the starter gets tired and they are forced to go to the bullpen. For now, they're sticking to the plan.
All right, Heidi, thank you. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Now a soft liner to the right side, but foul. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And he's going to start this inning out the same way he started the previous two. 7 consecutive strikeouts. My word. One away.
The left fielder.
Striding in for Houston, Michael Brantley. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
As a pitcher, you got to feel good that you had him out front. Even though he didn't pot commit on that one, it opens up a lot of weapons for you to go high fastball or throw even a better off-speed pitch.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Here's the first pitch to him. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. He takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2.
Hey, this guy is 1 strike away from absolutely cruising through the first 5 innings. No need to even warm up the bullpen the way this guy's pounding the zone.
Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
Great job to keep your hands back and not fully commit. The body was out in front on a great changeup right there, but he was able and strong.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and so the batting order turns over now and set to go Nick Senzel. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The left fielder, number 33.
Ready once again, Jesse Winker. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. And he takes ball 1. Count even now at 1-1. Here it comes on 1-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. And tough fastball to lay off on 1 and 2, but he did, and it's 2 and 2 now. And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat to the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
He just scorched that ball off the wall, and now the question will be, should he have continued on or not? He thought about pushing it, I'm sure, but decided to play it safe. It would have been close, but I think this time he's probably right in staying at first.
He's set. Here it comes. Strike taken. Good pitch on the lower part of the zone.
Well, that was a big two-out single we just saw, and for pretty obvious reasons. The inning went from totally under control to now. He's got to deal with some dangerous hitters here with a runner on base, and this is how two-out rallies start.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way, and he missed with it. It's 1-2. Gurriel trying to get there, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Now another 1-2, and he fouls this one off. Votto, the runner at first with 2 gone. And there's a line drive, base hit to left field. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Danny, I know that's not the execution he was looking for right there. That batter's eyes lit up on that pitch.
Not a real good changeup. One of the things, Mark, this pitcher will do, he'll use that changeup like most pitchers will use the curveball. His changeup is that good. That one wasn't, though.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. That missed. Close. It's ball 2.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They didn't miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
Slap hard the opposite way, and he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Reds strand a couple, but they lead it 1-0. At the plate, Kyle Tucker. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
The windup and the 0-1. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Tucker, 23 years old. He's currently in the first year of a new 2-year contract.
I know this ain't a ton of job security, but it's certainly better than a 1-year deal. A 2 to 3 year deal puts yourself in a position where you can really invest in this team.
Senzel, patrolling center, makes the play. 1 out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Joe.
1 away for the Astros here in the 6th, and former World Series MVP George Springer bats next. First delivery to him on the way. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And quickly there are 2 away. Next up for the Astros, Gurriel. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen.
And they keep the inning alive with a base hit, but you can see that's only the 3rd hit. He's given up the entire game, so he's still in total control out there.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Gurriel is off at first with 2 away. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach at 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down in the zone or just out of the zone, but something way out of the zone doesn't serve any purpose.
Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. And this will get all the way to the wall now. Gurriel rounds third and is digging for the plate. And a relay home. And he will be tagged out at the plate. So it
didn't stop.
Digging in and looking for more, Mike Moustakas. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Even 1-1 count to Moustakas. The ball and 2 strikes. Grounded sharply, but right at that loaded side of the infield. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. It was a fastball right down the middle, and he hit it hard, but he couldn't elevate it at all. Would have been a different story if he did.
Derek Dietrich will stand in again as we take you back to earlier in the ball game. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far.
Hey, sometimes you have to look at it like it's not how or how many. Pitching very well into this one into the late innings, and his first pitch strike percentage less than 50%. He'd like it to be a lot higher than that. He's making it very difficult on himself, but he's still getting outs.
Verlander starting to run up his pitch count. He's at 75 thus far. Verlander still with 1 earned run on his line through 6 1/3. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
The bottom third of the lineup hasn't put up a lot of resistance in this one. Pretty much has been sure outs other than that one hit. That really puts a lot of pressure on other guys to make stuff happen. These aren't the guys you usually count on, but it certainly helps if they can do something productive.
Now here's the pitch. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. The 0-1. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
But I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. If you do selective here, 2 things are going to happen.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Reds are down in order, but they're 1-0.
So Skip, why
Into the box now, Tony Mason. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And a pitch in the 3rd as he lays off. It's 1-1. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen.
They get with free agency. They've been heavily involved in free agency. Skip, you got to go get pieces that's going to help Aaron Rodgers win. You don't get a piece that's going to help you.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Strike 2 swinging.
Aaron does not strike me like that. So you know what? I'm going to take this kid on my arm, and I'm going to show him the way. I'm going to show you how to do it.
A 2-2 count to the Astros catcher.
I don't see that happen. Maybe you do, but I don't see that happen. He's going to be hit. if they get the quarterback in the first round.
Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Great AB so far. I'd really like to see this guy work a walk and get on base for this team. Maybe give them a shot of confidence that they got a shot to get back in this one.
A swing and a miss on the ball way out of the zone, and there's one away. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. No runs, 4 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Tried to pull that one back, but he couldn't do it, and it's 0-2 now. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Great arm action on that 2-strike changeup right there, but even better job at the plate to take that one.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike.
A nice adjustment right there for him to get on top of that baseball and drive it to the corner. The first pitch he obviously tried to overthrow, got under it, and it sailed on him a little bit.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2 is a changeup that's looked at for a ball. No runs, 4 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Skied into straightaway right. Castellanos has a beat on it, and that ends the inning. Astros go down 1-2-3. Now in the box, Tucker Barnhart, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Barnhart. And there's a fastball from Verlander to jump ahead 0-1. 1-1 to Tucker Barnhart.
That's not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch to be able to do anything with that.
A ball and 2 strikes now. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Another 1-2 delivery. Here's a ground ball out to the shortstop. Correa reined in. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now batting, number 15.
Very tight ball game so far. 1-0 the score as we take a look at our starter comparison, and both guys have given excellent performances to this point. Settling in now, Nick Senzel. And we thought we might be seeing the end of the road for the starter, but clearly he's still in there for at least one more hitter.
Well, Matt, we'll see how this works out, but I think they figured with the righty coming up, it was worth sticking with them to keep the matchup advantage in their favor here.
1 out, nobody on. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
I'm just not sure about him because I saw him I know I've seen his highlights, his YouTube highlights, but I haven't watched him consistently enough because I chose not to.
takes this the other way to right. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night.
And that's hitting 101 right there, guys. The only way you're able to execute that type of base hit on that type of pitch is to recognize it early, stay tall, stay back, and trust the process.
In there for strike one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you could place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Springer has a read on it. 2 gone. Pitching certainly has been on display in this one, and there's the evidence of it right there. 1-0 our score, as there are an awful lot of zeros on that line score to this point. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and standing in is the on-base machine, first baseman Joey Votto. The 0-1 pitch, and there he goes towards second. Strike called. Now the throw down, and he'll be tagged out at second base, trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Another look at the throw down that results in a 3rd out on the bases. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. Now at the plate, Michael Brantley. He was a ground-out victim last time up.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
First pitch on its way. And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Ball 1. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Strike 2 called, and it's even at 2. Got it. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now. Striding forward now is the DH, Jordan Alvarez. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Didn't threaten the zone there. Looked like it might have actually popped out of his hand a little early.
That fastball really got away from him there. That's kind of a red flag for me that he's starting to tire or wear down a little bit. The first thing that goes is location, and then your mechanics. We'll see if this continues.
Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball. 2-1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And that's upstairs, running the count to 3-1.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting guaranteed damage.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
And when your pitch count gets over 100, you've got to expect them to lose a little bit of accuracy out there. And I think if he gets in any more trouble, they might come get him. We'll see if he can finish strong.
Right now.
Red Skipper up out of the dugout and making that slow trek to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. First pitch of the at-bat, and this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1.
2 things pitchers really love: called strike 3s and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
Behind 0-2 now. Working for the punch out and the offering. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. Still a ball and 2 strikes. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight. Standing in, George Springer. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Looked like that one tied him up a bit. A swing and a miss.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
Behind 0-2 now. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. 0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing?
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire. In is Joey Votto now. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
Joey Votto.
First pitch on its way from Verlander. Votto puts a good swing on it, and this one's carrying well to right. And it's gone as they add still another.
The bullpen is going to have to take care of business in the bottom half of this inning. They're going to be able to throw a lot freer if they've got that extra run to play with. Insurance runs are always huge.
Trevor May will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season. Into the box now, Eugenio Suarez, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Fouled away. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game. So digging in now, Nicholas Castellanos. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement. Sometimes the first pitch is the best pitch you'll see all at bat. Definitely coming out of his shoes. Aggressive style. First pitch. Base hit up the middle.
Into the box, Mike Moustakas. Swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. May, once a Minnesota Twin. He came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
Got him to go down swinging there. Mike Moustakas goes down for out number 2 in the top of the 9th.
Garrett. Well, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws his good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 1-2 is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball.
Man, that's a tough take given where we are this game, but he got away with it.
And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in. Amir Garrett comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Stepping into the box, Yuli Gurriel. He's going to lead things off in their half of the 9th as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
Hey, boys, although I'd love to get all over this offense for underachieving, let's tip our cap to this pitching staff right here. They've been able to execute, working all 4 quadrants and keeping this team totally off balance.
Goes the other way and sends it deep down the right field line. And he's going to make the catch. And he paid a big price for it, too, as he crashes headlong into the wall. There's the look at the final line for the Red starter. He was great all night long.
Hey, Matty V, you know when you've got really good stuff, you look down at that strikeout total. Double-digit strikeouts in this one. He had swing and miss stuff right from the beginning.
One out, nobody on. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Senzel going back on it. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a solo shot here to left center field as they cut the lead in half. It's 2-1 now.
Look, your ball at 212 degrees Celsius. So if I put a high water on your face strip, it's not going to work. Something's going to have to transpire. So if you get to this,
Wow, that run in the top of the ninth is even bigger now. Without it, this thing would be tied. As it stands, though, they still have work to do to send this to extras or end this thing. This game's getting good now.
Stepping in now, Tony Mason, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Well off the plate with the change of pace. That's ball two.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
2 balls and a strike now. The 2-1 home will not catch the zone. Ball 3.
No doubt, some saves come easier than others, and I know this all too well. They're really making wrapping this thing up a difficult task.
Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Seared down the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. He pops it up, and Moustakas has this one for route number 2.
Third baseman,
So coming to the plate, Alex Bregman. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Looking at his career totals, Bregman has a .280 batting average. Counts even 1-1 to Alex Bregman.
Don't kid yourself. He's well aware that he has the hat trick right now. And after that swinging strike, he's looking at the golden sombrero.
And it's fouled away.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Last strike now for Houston. Shin high fastball that time, ball 3.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And he lays up ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up, or he can really hurt you.
Here's Carlos Correa now. He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the line here.
Yeah, he's up in the double digits with it. You know, he wants to keep it going as long as possible, but this very well could be the last chance to do that.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. And he They struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
Well, that's just a great job of battling on the road. They fought all the way to the end, took the lead in the top of the 9th, and secured the W in the bottom half. That's a great team win.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The Reds took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Luis Castillo wins his 3rd of the season as he struck out 13 in this one. Justin Verlander pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Amir Garrett records the save, his 5th of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
And every time you showed up, you're much tougher.
Your heart, courage, and commitment have always inspired us. And now it's no different.
So we're here with financial strength, stability, and experience you can depend on. And the online tools you need. Because you have always set the highest standard. And reaching that standard is what we're looking for.